Hello, this is Fighting Irish, turn 15.7, USA, KMT turn. We are in July 1943. Let's do some tech rolls. The Americans are going to start advanced mech, heavy bombers, advanced ASW, strategic rockets, start radar, again try improve factories, and complete, hopefully, heavy battleships. First one, advanced mech, 7 or higher. We have 810, so we got advanced mech on the board. Heavy bombers, we need a 9. We got a 12, we got heavy bombers. Okay, let's go on to advanced subs. We need a 7. We got a 9, so we got advanced subs. Strategic rockets, we need a 9. We got a 7, that's close but no cigar. We got starter radar. Nope, that's a 6. Let's do improved factories. Got a 6, and heavy battleships. We got a 12, so we did complete heavy battleships. Well, no, we're not going to change our build, so this is what we're going to buy right here for 92. Double stage for the improved constructions. $10 on the battleship, 6 on the attack sub, 6 on the destroyer, 12 on a jet fighter for the FEC, 4 jet fighters for the Americans. That is 72. That's right? No. That's 82 right there. 3 militia. That's 85. 1 air base with improved constructions. That's 2. 1 infantry, which is 2, and then airborne. Total of $92 right there. Okay, let's do some combat. Okay, got an infantry. It's gonna walk over to Eastern Egypt not Eastern Egypt. He's leaving Eastern Egypt, and he's walking over to Western Egypt to claim that for the British. First one there. Okay, let's talk about this sea zone. Sea zone 81. We have a Italian coastal sub there. Okay, at the end of the British turn, there was 2 seaplanes that were still in the sea zone, and they missed the coastal sub. And we moved this transport through. We declared a combat move. If the coastal sub would have resubmerged to shoot at the transport, it would engage into a battle with the 2 seaplanes. First one to hit the transport or the seaplanes to get to the coastal sub will win the battle. Coastal sub would have got a 2. Seaplanes 2 shots at 3. First one wins the either this submerges or the transport would have destroyed, would have been sink to the bottom. Also, Panzer J also wanted to move them back to the fleet in Sea Zone 50. There's a couple jet fighters that are on maritime patrol, not in the sea zone of the Americans. They would have had 2 shots at him. So he stood put right there and decided to defend Sea Zone 81. Okay, we're taking this attack sub, going 1, 2, 3 from Sea Zone 74. 1, 2, pass everybody here into Sea Zone 80. Guess what he's going to do? That's right, convoy this line again. Somebody has to convoy, and it might as well be the Americans again. That's attack transport, so it's going to be a big one. Alright, Sea Zone 50. We were going to go maritime patrol on some subs. Since Northern Italy is going to defend their subs, so we're going to have a full-fledged battle in Sea Zone 50. I set that up on the board. We got 2 jet fighters for the Americans, 1 coastal defense ship, 2 destroyers, and 3 attack subs, and 1 regular sub. And there's a carrier in the water. And the Italians have 6 subs. And the Germans have 2 subs and 3 fighters defending. Okay, over in the Pacific, in Sea Zone 88, this sub or transport is leaving Sea Zone 88, going to the Philippines. Sea Zone 90, picking up 2 Americans, going to Sea Zone 124. They're going to assault celebs. Sea Zone 125, right next to it, this attack transport's coming over, taking the American infantry and the U.S. Marine. And the cruiser wants a shot at them too. This attack transport's coming up from Sea Zone 133, taking the lone infantry to attack as well. And the bomber wants to come up from Western Australia down here. They go 1, 2, 3 into the fight as well. Right up here, the Americans want to go on maritime patrol with the 3 subs in the water that was placed there last time. The 3 jet fighters and the tactical are coming off of Hokkaido. Is that how you say it? I hope so. And the tactical and the fighter are coming off the aircraft carrier to go get them. Over here in the USA, we have 1 cavalry going from the Pacific Northwest to invade the upper Northwest. The cavalry from San Francisco is going to western United States to the upper United States, and this infantry coming from British Columbia to attack the airborne. This attack transport moves to taking the U.S. Marine and the medium tank. Let's see, do I have any other combat moves? French are hanging out in the sea zone, but they don't get to participate. Those will be non-combat. Okay. Well, let's move the flags up for this one. Because that's just a walk-in. So the British goes up to 21. The Italians back to 11. Okay, and let's do this one. The 2 cavalry attack at 2, and the infantry attack at 1, and the airborne defends at 2. Here's the cavalry. We got him. And here's the airborne for defense. And he missed. So the Russian, who nicely came in and took American soil, which is a costly one, has now been eliminated. Now let's do the Battle of Alaska. Now, for this one, this is attack transport, so they both get offshore, which is the U.S. Marine and the tank. No double casualties, and tank gets offloaded in the first round. Transport does not get the fire. It is taken last. So it's just these two, the U.S. Marine and the tank versus the airborne. Air transport, if he survives, if the airborne wins, the transport survives. If not, it blows up. Okay, here is the 6 for the tank. It is in mountain terrain, so it is actually a 5. So here is a 5. We got a 9, and here is a 2 for the U.S. Marine. Got a 12, and here is for the airborne. Got a 9, so here is the 5 for the tank. Got a 6, and here is for the 2 for the Marine, and got him. Here's for the airborne, and he got the U.S. Marine, and the Russians are now kicked off American soil. Okay, now let's move to the next battle. Let's go here. We have 3 jet fighters at 8, 2 tacticals at 7, and 1 fighter at a 6, going after 3 subs. Okay, if I'm assuming that they will submerge after this. So here's the 3 jet fighters. Got 1. Here is the 2 tacticals at 7, 5 and a 3, so got all 3. And they do not get a shot back because they can't shoot at planes. The non-combat, I'm just going to do it now so I don't forget, because I've done that before. They go back to Hokkaido, tactical, and the fighter goes back to the carrier. Let's do this one. Offshore Bombardment, we have a 2 for the cruiser. Then we have a bomber at a 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. And he has a truck, defends at a 4, and an infantry defends at a 4. Okay, so here is the Offshore Bombardment at a 2. Got 11, so we miss. Here is the medium bomber. Got an 8, so we missed. Here is the 5 ones. What do you know? We got 0. Okay, this is not looking good for the Americans. Here's the 2 4s. And we got 1. So I will lose 1 infantry that came off the attack transport, because he does not suffer double casualties. Now let's go back to the medium bomber. Here is the 7 hit, and we have 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got him. So that's 2. So that's 2 we needed. And here is his 2 4s. And he got another one. So we will lose this infantry, and he will lose celebs. Good defense of celebs there. And that bomber will go to the Maluku Islands, right next door. Let's do the sub raid. I like the convoy. This is a big boy. He gets a +4 to his rating, so I'm pretty sure. I wish I would have had this guy at the beginning of the game. Let's find some dice to this out. Oh, right here. Red is the Americans, black is the Italians. The American gets a +4. Well, it'd be 9-3, so the Italian lose $1 off this line. Okay. So right off the bat, the Italians go down $1. Alright, let's do the big one. I believe this is the final one of the Americans. Yes, because they took Egypt, took America back, took celebs. Okay, let's do the naval battle. We have 2 8s, 1 6, 1 2 3 4 5 4s, and a 1. He has no destroyers. So I'm going to roll the subs first, because the US subs all have first strike. I have 1 2 3 at 4 at first strike. So if any of these hit, they don't get a rebuttal. And we got 2. Let's take off the 2 Germans to start off the thing. And we have we have 1 regular sub at 1 regular sub at, is that a, no, that is a coastal sub. So let's roll a 2 for that coastal sub. He got a 1. First strike. That means 3 hits on the subs, so they do not get hit back. So this is what gets the hit back. So far in the battle, the Italians have 5 subs and 3 planes left. The Americans still will shoot 2 destroyers and 2 jet fighters. Okay, here's the 2 jet fighters. These hit, they go after the planes in the first round for the dog combat. 5 and 11, so we hit 1, so 1 will be a plane. So 1 will be a plane taken off. 1 for the coastal sub, or not coastal sub, the coastal defense ship. And he attacks at a 6. He hits, so I'm assuming the sub will go down. And then 2 destroyers. They attack at a 4. And we got 1 more. Okay, and that's all my attacking. So defense-wise, he will have 3 6s for 3 planes. Any hits, the jet fighters go down. And he got 1, so automatically the Americans lose 1 jet fighter. Okay. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subs, all defending at 3. And he got none. Okay, so after the first round, 3 subs and 2 planes. And the Americans will have pretty much everything minus 1 jet fighter, and he goes away. So let's start with the jet fighter. He attacks with an 8. He got a hit, so 1 sub will go down. Coastal defense ship at a 6. Got a 4, so a sub will go down. That's 2. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subs no, 3 attack subs and 2 destroyers. And we got to do these separately. So let's do the subs first, because they can only hit the last sub. And they missed. Here is the coastal sub. He hits at a 2. He missed. And here's the 2 destroyers. And they both miss. Okay? So, 1 sub and 2 planes will survive. Here are the 2 planes. Miss, miss. And the 3 subs. 3 at 3. And we got 1 target select. He said he'd take out the destroyer on the first target select. So, 1 destroyer is gone. Let's do another round since we're here. Jet fighter. Oh, this is what we have left after 2 rounds of combat. 1 sub at 3, 2 fighters at 6. The Americans have a 1 jet fighter, 1 coastal defense ship, 1 destroyer, 3 subs, and a coastal sub, and the carrier still in the background. Okay, here is the jet fighter at an 8. He missed. Here is the coastal defense sub at a 2. It missed. Here are the 3 subs at 4. We hit target select, total of 2, but we can only hit 1. So the 1 destroyer left can hit a plane. And he missed. So we hit really nothing in that one. So here's the 2 planes. At 6 for defense, hits 1. And the sub for defense. He gets a target select. He took out the 2nd destroyer. And we're going to lose the coastal sub. Okay, let's go another round because he has 2 fighters left. We have 3 subs, coastal defense ship, and a jet fighter. But I can only shoot with 2, so it's 2 on 2. Here is the jet fighter at an 8, which is a miss. And the coastal defense ship at a 6 is a miss. Here's the 2 planes. Hit 1. We're going to damage the carrier. And it doesn't look pretty for the Americans. Here is the jet fighter at 8. Got a hit. And the coastal defense ship at a 6. Got a 4. So both fighters are down for the Germans. And here are the planes for rebuttal. And they both miss. So at the end, the Italians are kicked out of Sea Zone 50. The Americans will have 3 subs right here on the card in Sea Zone 50. 3 attack subs, 1 French sub, 1 regular sub, and a coastal ship. And the lone jet fighter will go to Sardinia. Okay. We have quite a bit non-combat to do. Okay. Let's start off here. These guys are going to go to the British Malaya. The U.S. Marine and the U.S. Infantry will go to Malaya. They go down to the hideout there. The destroyer off New Britain will go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Sea Zone, I don't know, but it's on the inside track, so it will go with the carrier and the battleship, but it's on the inside. Well, and on this side, we will move the U.S. fleet that's in Sea Zone 74 to Sea Zone 79. Everybody's getting offloaded into Morocco. The 5 U.S. infantry, the 2 advanced artillery. The battleship will be in the Sea Zone. The medium tank will go to Morocco. The 4 transports, 1 big one. Destroyer into Sea Zone 80. And 1 destroyer in Sea Zone 79. Off the coast of America, East Coast 43. These 3 more destroyers and 2 more attack subs will also go into the Sea Zone. Okay. Oh, over here, from Sea Zone 82, he will go pick up this guy from Egypt. 2, 3 into Sea Zone. Oh, there's not a major port, so he goes to Sea Zone 80. Drops off the infantry into northern Algeria. Okay, let's talk about China. According to the rules, I believe China lost the Civil War. They lost all infantry on the continental China, which is mainland China. So at the end of losing the Civil War, they lost everybody outside the realm of the turn. But they had IPP, and they bought the 3 infantry after that. So the coastal, or the torpedo boat destroyer, is quit the KMT and went somewhere else. But those 3 are hanging out right there. Oh, incidentally, the kamikaze did take out another coastal sub, so that's right. Both kamikazes took out both coastal. One was Dutch, and one was the that went British, that went, and this American went out. So I would say they did their job. They did it well. I don't think I have any more non-combat movements. They went there, they went there. That's about it. So let's place units and collect money. I have USA. One for celebs. So what USA went up? 1, 2, 3. 2 for USA, and 1 from, or 2 from Russia, and 1 from Japan. So they go up to 3. The 75. Japan goes down 1, and Russia goes down 2. All right, let's place units again. The FEC gets their jet fighter in Calcutta. 4. 4 American jet fighters go to Washington, D.C. The sub and destroyer go to Sea Zone 43. Since we double paid on this battleship, it will go stage 2 on the production chart. We started an air base for Hokkaido. An airborne for Hokkaido, right up here. Another militia for Hokkaido. Oh, I did have another fighter I could have put in there. I kind of misplaced them for a second. Okay, let's see. We want another militia for Sardinia. Right there in the middle of the ocean. And one militia for Albania. And then one infantry for Brazil. And I believe that is it for them. The KMT will just collect their $1. So that gives them a total of 2. Next turn, let's see what the Americans get. Let's grab a pair of dice. Got a 7. $75 plus 12 plus 7 is 94. They will have 94 IPPs to spend next turn. The KMT will have 2 defending their lone island. Let's do a review. This looks pretty. Lost cause for apparently everybody who wants tick. It's going to be hard. We're running out of turns. Here's the IPP chart. Americans slowly going up. Russia, Germany jockeying back and forth who wants second. I have the British and FEC at 21. Japan and CCP at 15. The Italians at 11. The French at 5. Anzac at 5. And KMT still get 1. I have to hand my hats off. Top hat for the Germans and the Italians with this newfound attack you guys been doing. Albania, Scotland, Ireland, especially Tunisia, Tripolitania. You walking in there losing minimum casualties on the planes. That I'm impressed. That's really brave and outstandingly done. I mean, I wouldn't. That's hard to do, but I can't say much about that. Here is what the Middle East looks like. A big army in Transjordan. Looks like 6-8 infantry in Jordan. We might have a battle. Cyrenaica has a huge air force. Sea Zone 50. Ships in the Mediterranean looks like dominated by the Americans. The French now have more than the Italians and the Germans, but then those small countries have more than them. So Americans replenished Africa. China's civil war is over. The CCP ran away with a smashing victory. The invasion of India begins. Good move on taking Western United or Upper North Midwest. That was a good move right there. The Americans got lucky and took it back. Not sure. It was a good turn for everybody. Everybody has successful engagements in this. So I think that's the end of this turn. I will move it on to turn 16.1. Panzer J in the Germany's turn. We're going to January 1944. Operation Live and Let Die is winding down, and it's been a very, very up and down war for everybody in this game. Like I said, hats off to my opponents. They both played a really exceptional game. Fighting Irish out. Thank you. Bye.